Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jess. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're old. Thank you so much for sticking around. Please excuse my sickly voice at the moment. I am getting over bronchitis, so if I do sound a bit bleh, that's why. But today we are going to be doing a foundation review and wear test on the Covergirl Stay Luminous foundation. So we're going to apply it. All I've done are my eyebrows, and I've primed with my favourite primer from the drugstore. It's just the Rimmel Stay Matte. I always prime with this because I find I get the best results out of this primer. And we're going to compare, this is my other favourite, it's the 3-in-1 Covergirl. We're going to compare, I've got both shades, Classic Ivory 810, 810, 810, so that one is a little bit more darker, I think, but I do think it's because it's more matte. But we're going to cover my face because yesterday I got a little bit sunburnt. First day of spring, well not the first day of spring, but the first day in spring where it got a little bit warmer, and I managed to get a sunburnt because I was in the car. I was even wearing SPF, so I always apply my liquid foundation with my Designer Brands buffing brush. Again, I do just find I get the best results for that because it gives a really full coverage result. We'll see what the texture is like. I've read up that it's meant to be a full coverage. Okay, so that's the texture. It's kind of, it almost looks mousse-like it's not thin. And it feels really creamy, which will be good for my skin at the moment, I think. So for the wear test, I'm starting quite late in the day. It's 3:19, if you can see that. But I am going to be having it on before until I go to bed. So I'll do a catch up. See how buildable this is. So it's meant to be a natural glow foundation, so which I think for spring sounds really nice. So at the moment I do have dark spots, acne scars, and it's that time of the month, so my skin's a little bit hormonal as well, so I'm trying to cover that all up, which is just lovely. Overall though, I've got most of the acne that I was having, if you saw last week's vlog, under control, apart from that little booger. I do think it's a really good colour match. Covergirl usually is a good colour match, sorry, for me. And they are right, it's quite a light reflecting foundation, but I don't think it looks too bad on my skin, even though I've got oily skin. We're going to see how it works for oily skin. So that's basically one layer. I'm just going to do another application. Look, it's covered up quite well. It's not going to do the texture any good, although it's not, it's not pronounced it. But what I mean, it's not going to cover up texture in your skin, because I think primers tend to do that more. Very buildable. I do like the coverage with it, and I do like the glowy finish of it. It's quite a healthy looking foundation, because like I'm still sick, so like it's good to have some life back into my skin. I like it. I've been watching Sharon Farrell and Red Delicious Kelly on YouTube, and I love their foundation reviews. Actually, it's blended out in that spot that I always have issues with. Like, I really like how that's blended out. So I've applied that, and I'm still feeling a little bit tacky, but I think it looks really nice. I'm going to apply my favourite powder over the top, and then I'll come back with my final thoughts on how it's matted down. Okay, so I've applied that powder, and it's still slightly tacky, but it's not wet at all, if that makes sense. So I hope that means it's got like a bit more of an adherence quality to it, because a lot of foundations will slip and slide off my face. Like, even this one on really, really hot days will just disappear into nothing. So I'm going to do the rest of my makeup, come back, give you some thoughts, and then I'll check in with you throughout the day. Okay, so I've got the rest of my makeup on. This is what the foundation is looking like. All the products laid up really, really well. It didn't peel or go crumbly or separate or anything weird. I just did a very easy kind of makeup, and you can, I didn't need to add any highlighter. It's a very naturally glowy look, but not over the top. My perfect colour, because I didn't even have to bring it down my neck, if this light will. So you can see that it matches my neck perfectly. So if you're my shade or around my shade, I do think this would work for you a lot, or quite well. The time is now 3:47. I'll check in probably in an hour or so to show that if it's separated or anything like that. And yeah, I'll give you my thoughts. So this is a check-in. The time is, what are you, 4:59. If you can see that. So far my skin's looking probably about the same. I think it's been like an hour and a half. I've eaten, drank, did some work at the laptop. There's been no transfer because I wear large headphones, and also I wore my glasses. It's been pretty good around the areas that I get like the most transfer and rubbing on my nose. So I'm actually quite happy with how that's lasting so far for oily skin. I think this is oily skin approved. It doesn't look dry and crackly, because this one can look a little bit drying. Usually I add a little bit of moisturizer to it, just to not shear it out, but to help make it feel a little bit more comfortable, whereas this one just doesn't need that. Sometimes you could even probably mix the two together and it might be the perfect foundation. I might give that a go. But I'm going to get a mirror and I'll see how my skin looks up close. Alright, so there's a little bit of clinginess. And so I just move the powder back there. But apart from that, like, it's not looking cakey at all. It doesn't even feel like there's anything on the skin, which is really surprising. Now, I know that I said that I'm going to wear this as long as possible, but we are having a storm at the moment, so I think this is going to be it. If you guys do want to see more foundation reviews, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to a small YouTuber because that would really help me out, and don't forget to comment down below what your favourite foundation from the drugstore is, and I'll see you guys soon, hopefully with a much better sounding voice than what I do now. Okay guys,